This might sound bizarre, but I felt like Ant-Man Civil War was never gonna come out. I mean, I feel like I've been talking about this every week since it was announced in 2013. Then it was moved from 2015 to 2016, not to mention that they finished filming at the end of 2014. So it's had a chance to be worked on and tweaked for nearly a year and a half now, which to be fair, is totally not uncommon. But we bloody made it! It's finally here! And now all the rumors concerning it being a mess, or spectacular, or Marvel doesn't know what they're doing, or Marvel knows exactly what they're doing, well, they all can be put to rest. This time around, the story goes that the Avengers are divided, with the introduction of a set of laws determining that their movements are to be dictated by Tony Stark as opposed to them acting autonomously. Tony Stark is all about this, and Scott Lang is against it, which is fair enough considering he's responsible for a substantial chunk of the bad things that have happened in the MCU. Each then recruit their own set of heroes and go head to head. There are other more complicated factors at play here, but for simplicity's sake and for fear of not spoiling anything, let's just leave it there. Okay, the question is Ant-Man Civil War any good? It's a good movie. From an action standpoint alone, it's really something to be seen. We get the gritty, ground level, hand-to-hand stuff that we've come to expect from a Russo brothers Ant-Man film, but we also get one of the biggest, most fantastical sequences in any superhero movie to date. That's of course without saying specifically what it is, but believe me, you'll know it when you see it. Action, though, to me, is fairly hollow if what's at stake is nothing of consequence. With Civil War, though, the stakes have never been higher. I felt more invested than I did when those aliens visited New York, or when all those robots were flying about that rubbish city, or when Thor was having a swim, and it was real ominous, that something bad was going to happen, but I was all, what is this? What am I watching here? Will this resonate with those unfamiliar with these characters? Like this is the first of these movies that someone's seen? Yeah, probably, though it's really hard for me to say. But as far as I can tell, it works well as a standalone film, but even better as a continuation of the franchise. I want to talk about some of the better elements of this film. The performances on a whole are really solid, in particular Paul Rudd and his abs. Everything about him, the voice, the anger, the hair, the chin, hair, it's really on point. In fact, a lot of the Ant-Man stuff in this is great. There's a scene in particular from one of the trailers where he just clears a room of armed men, and it is phenomenal. Some people have said this is the best Marvel solo movie since Ant-Man, the first Captain America. So yeah, this from me gets a best movie ever. Good job, Ant-Man Civil War. You did a pretty good job at being the movie that you are. I have to ask though, if you've seen Ant-Man Civil War, what did you think of it? And where does it rank in terms of the Marvel movies? Also, I have a podcast called The Weekly Planet. It's out every Monday and is also linked below. Now look, we've never won an award or anything, but it's not about that. It's about having fun. Unless we win an award, in which case, well, it's all about that then, isn't it? Alright, that'll do it. Thanks everyone. Take care.